don't shoot up your school at all, bro. Because most likely you're going to end up getting butt raped in jail. So let's get into it.
Perhaps he thought serving time would be a vacation and not a mental and physical battle. Chad Padila, another notorious school shooter, was found dead under mysterious circumstances, possibly murder. Others, like Scott Pennington and TJ Lane, continue the violence in prison. The physical and psychological anguish school shooters face in prison is so terrible that many of them choose suicide instead of serving out time. Let's dive into some of the worst experiences for school shooters who got arrested. Scott Pennington. Scott Pennington, a 17-year-old senior.
Hey, yo, bro. That's a 17-year-old? Bro, come on, bro. You should have been shooting your dad, bro, because the genetics this nigga gave you. Yeah, I can see why you... I know, I don't want to say that, but you should have just killed your dad instead. I mean, you should have not killed anybody. That's not a justifiable for killing anybody. Do not do that. But, damn. 17, my nigga? I'm older than him. Well, not right now, because he's in jail.
At East Central High School in Hurley, Mississippi, carried out a devastating shooting on January 11th, 1995. He killed 2 students and wounded 7 others using a .38 caliber revolver. Pennington's trial was highly emotional and intense, with the families of the victims demanding justice. He was ultimately sentenced to life in prison without parole. Scott Pennington's life behind bars has been a never-ending struggle for survival. He was taken to the Kentucky State Penitentiary in Eddyville.
Nigga, I live in Kentucky. Bro, okay, let me ask you a question, bro. Like, bro, if you know damn well your kid got shot, right? No, if you in school, no, if you send your kid to school, right, and you knew there was, no, look, bro, if you could, fuck it, bro, I don't know how to pronounce this, but if your kid gets shot, if your kid gets shot by a school shooter and he was in school, he gets shot, don't you want to get back? Don't you want an eye for an eye? Like, bro, if I send my daughter and my son to school and boom, the next day, no, in the next couple hours, I find out they got killed, bro, I'm gonna come to school and shoot you, my nigga. Like, I'm not gonna, I'd rather do, you know, I don't get it. Why don't they just shoot school shooters, bro? I'm fucking yapping like hell.
Before long, he became a target for violence and harassment from fellow inmates, but he isn't the kind of person to back down from a fight. In 2014, Pennington's situation took a turn for the worse. He was involved in a violent altercation with a contract food service employee at the prison, resulting in his placement in isolation. The isolation unit, meant to protect him from other inmates, became a source of psychological torment. He spent 23 hours a day in a small cell. The isolation...
Boy, that's the cell, my nigga? Well, you deserve to be in there. You deserve to be a worse place than that.
Took a devastating toll on Pennington's mental health. He began experiencing hallucinations, depression, and anxiety, and contemplated suicide multiple times. Solitary confinement is common for school shooters, as you will see in our next entry. Chad Padila. Chad Padila, a 16-year-old student at Italy High School in Italy, Texas, carried out a shocking shooting on January 22, 2018. He opened fire in the school cafeteria, shooting 1 student 6 times. The injured student survived, but the
6 times? 6 times, my nigga, bro. That's too far, bro.
Emotional scars left by the incident would take much longer to heal. Padila was sentenced to prison, where he faced the consequences of his actions. Chad Padila's life in prison was marked by violence, uncertainty, and tragedy. As a school shooter, he was a target for aggression and hostility from fellow inmates. He faced numerous threats and attacks, making his existence behind bars a daily struggle for survival. Despite the measures put in place to keep him safe, Padila continued to face harassment and intimidation from other inmates. He was subjected to verbal abuse, physical threats, and even assaults.
Bro, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Look, bro. If you a nigga who plays around with guns and all that shit, bro, this is exactly what's gonna happen to you, bro. They're gonna end up doing this shit to you when you go in prison. Much worse, they're gonna rape you. The inmates.
The constant stress and fear took a toll on his mental health, and he struggled with anxiety, depression, and PTSD. One day, he was found dead in his prison cell under circumstances that remain mysterious and controversial. The exact cause of death remains unknown, sparking ongoing speculation and investigation. Our next entry did not show remorse and would continue to act violent in prison. Luke Woodam. Luke Woodam's rampage at Pearl High School in 1997 was an unpredictable incident. On that fateful day, Woodam, then 16, killed his mother, Mary, by bludgeoning her.
You killed your mother? Bro, what I'm getting among all these school shooters is they are chopped, ugly-ass niggas who just don't want anybody to be happy at this point, bro. Like, bro, if you were gonna do something bad like that, bro, just kill yourself. You should have just killed yourself, all right? You should have just killed yourself.
Her at their home before heading to school with a rifle. He opened fire in the hallway, killing 2 students, Kentrell McRae and Lydia Dew, and wounding 7 others. Luke Woodam's life in prison has been hard. He is currently serving his sentence at the Mississippi State Penitentiary, also known as Parchman Farm. In 2000, Woodam was assaulted by another inmate, resulting in injuries to his face and head. This incident led to his transfer to a solitary confinement unit. Woodam's time in solitary confinement has been marked by psychological struggles. He has also experienced physical health problems, including chronic pain and digestive issues. Despite his isolation, Woodam has been able to pursue his education, earning a GED and taking college courses through a correspondence program. He has also received counseling and therapy to address his mental health issues. In 2019, Woodam's lawyers filed a lawsuit against the Mississippi Department of Corrections, alleging that his prolonged solitary confinement constituted cruel and unusual punishment.
Cruel and unusual punishment? My nigga. What happened to his mom when he was putting those legs on him, bro? Like, bro, this nigga, bro. Bro, these school shooters are the same equivalent as those fucking child predators, bro. Like, bro, just chop their fucking dicks off, alright? Chop these niggas' dicks off. No, chop the child predators' dicks off and kill these school shooters, bro. Because, bro, if you kill my daughter and I knew that, bro, I'm gonna go get back, bro. Like that nigga who shot that fucking guy in the head when he was pretending to be on the phone.
The lawsuit was settled out of court, with Woodam being transferred to the South Mississippi Correctional Institution. His story is unsettling, but pales in comparison to that of a next 12-year-old school shooter. Nicholas Cruz. Nicholas Cruz,
12? Ah, boy, you wasted your life.
born on September 24, 1998, is one of the most notorious school shooters in recent history. On February 14, 2018, he perpetrated the devastating massacre at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, killing 17 people and injuring 17 others. In 2022, Cruz was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility
17?
of parole. Cruz's journey through the criminal justice system has been a tumultuous one. Since his transfer to a maximum security facility, Cruz's life has become even more isolated. He spends most of his time in solitary confinement, with only 1 hour daily for exercise and limited interaction with other prisoners. Prior to the shooting, Cruz had behavioral issues and was a member of the Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps and the school's varsity air rifle team. He was a student at Marjory Stoneman Douglas Training Corps and the school's varsity.
Bro, you niggas in the school dead ass literally sat there and looked at nigga and you didn't even ask him, what do you like to do? Do you have hobbies? Do you do this? If he ever brings out the hobby of liking killing animals, like finding dead animals, if anything has to do related with animals, serial killers and all that, and guns, but do not let that nigga in the fucking rifle class, bro. Because 9 out of 10, he's gonna go kill other niggas. I'm talking too much, bro. My bad.
Air rifle team. He was a student at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School, the very place where he would eventually carry out the tragic attack. Cruz's mental health has been a significant concern throughout his incarceration.
Bro, fuck his mental health, bro. Kill him.
Struggled with depression, anxiety, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, which have been exacerbated by his isolation and the constant threat of violence. He's been placed on suicide watch multiple times, and his struggles continue to this day. Charles Andy Williams. Charles Andy Williams, a 15-year-old student at Santana High School in Santee, California, carried out a devastating school shooting on March 5, 2001. Williams, who was reportedly tired of being bullied, killed 2 students, Brian Zucker and Randy Gordon, and injured 13 others. In the weeks leading up to the shooting, Williams had attempted to seek help from a school counselor, but was told to return to class due to a full office. He told a school security guard that he was going to bring a gun to campus, but these claims have not been substantiated by evidence. On the day of the shooting, Williams brought an 8-shot 22 caliber.
Bro, he told y'all niggas what he was gonna do, bro. Like, y'all niggas should start listening to kids more.
Arminius HW7 revolver to school and began firing in the hallway and courtyard. The shooting lasted approximately 15 minutes, with Williams firing multiple shots before being subdued by a school security guard. Williams was arrested and later sentenced to 50 years to life in prison. According to reports, Williams has been serving his sentence at the Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility in San Diego, California. While in prison, Williams has been involved in several altercations with other inmates and has spent time in solitary confinement. He was denied parole in 2006 and 2019 and was involved in a fight with another inmate in 2011. Williams' family was part of the problem, much like our next school shooter, Robert Gladen. Robert Gladen Jr. was a student at Perry Hall High School in Baltimore County, Maryland, who carried out a shooting on the first day of school in 2012. On August 27th,
First day of school? Damn, bro, that must have been a very fire day, first day of school. It must have been lit. It was fully lit, bro. It was fucking
2012, Gladen, then 15 years old, brought a shotgun to school and shot and wounded a classmate, Daniel Borowy, in the cafeteria. Borowy, a 17-year-old special education student, was critically injured but survived. Gladen was arrested and charged with attempted murder and other related offenses. In 2013, he pleaded guilty to the charges and was sentenced to 35 years in prison, with all but 20 years suspended. This meant that Gladen would serve at least 20 years in prison, with the possibility of parole. Gladen's life in prison is highly structured and monitored, with a focus on rehabilitation and preparing him for eventual release. He has been behind bars since 2012, when he was just 15 years old. He has received psychological treatment and counseling to address his mental health issues, including depression and anxiety. He has also participated in educational programs, vocational training, and counseling sessions to address his behavioral issues and prepare him for re-entry into society. However, his privileges are limited, including restricted access to recreational activities, phone calls, and visitation. He has spent periods in solitary confinement as punishment for disciplinary infractions. TJ Lane. TJ Lane's rampage at Chardon High School.
Bro, this nigga looks like the main character of the Tomorrow's Teaching, bro. You know that nigga who says nigger? Well, you look just like that.
Lasted just over a minute, but its impact will be felt forever. On that fateful day, Lane, then 17, pulled out a .22 caliber pistol and fired 10 shots, striking 6 students. 3 of them, Daniel Parmator, Russell King, and Demetrius Hewlin, died shortly thereafter. Lane's motives remain unclear, but his actions were undoubtedly devastating. The victims' families and the community at large struggled to come to terms with the senseless violence.
Alright, for 2 or 3 of you people who actually stayed this far and watched this, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching it. I will be uploading more content like this, so I'm on my YXL Sala timing. That's my goal right there. I'm trying to be like him, or I'm trying to be like Flight Reacts, my goal right there. So today I'm not as energized as I am usually, but I'm happy because I just got out of work and this is my hobby. So fuck it. If you like it, if you don't like it, if you like it, you don't like it, subscribe, my nigga.